SenX Technology and the FirstLook sensor present Louis Nelson from Advanced Training Systems. Using the PicoScope, Louis will demonstrate how to quickly determine the mechanical integrity of an engine using the FirstLook sensor by SenX Technology.
Let's take and show you how to take your PicoScope, hook it up to the FirstLook sensor, and make it work. We've got a diagnosis on a vehicle. Let's get started. Our vehicle today happens to be a 2008 Chevrolet Impala. This particular vehicle has a 3500 V6 engine. We're going to connect to the induction side, the intake system of this vehicle with our FirstLook sensor here, and then connect the other end to our lab scopes.
In this next demonstration, Louis will show you how to make a vacuum connection as well as an exhaust connection with the FirstLook sensor.
We must first find ourselves a centrally located vacuum source that covers the whole induction system. We're going to take our largest one on this particular application. This is a 2008 Chevrolet Impala with a 3500 engine. Going to the brake booster, pulling it off the brake booster, and then being able to take our adapter, making sure we have a nice snug fit. This now couples it up so that our sensor samples the vacuum within this induction system. With our FirstLook connected to our BNC coupling here, we're going to take and compress these springs backward. This is going to allow us to stick it into the tailpipe, and so it'll stay. You just gently insert it. Now, depending on the exhaust system and its quality, you may require to put rags, wet preferably, into it. Then it allows the pressure in the system to be more sensed.
Next, Louis will demonstrate how to start up, operate, and navigate through the Pico software that comes bundled with your PicoScope.
Once you're in the main screen of Pico, Pico has its pre-configured software, which is the easiest. When you're up to your main screen of your PicoScope, the easiness of being able to hook up is just go to Automotive, left-click mouse, come down to Advanced Accessories. You can see the FirstLook is on their list. As soon as you highlight it, it automatically comes up with a screen. Do you want to do a cranking, an idling, an intake manifold, or a fuel pressure regulator? We're going to go for the cranking test example here. And it goes to this window, which will allow us to see their instructional material on how to set the tool up and where it's going to fit. Okay? So it's pretty straightforward setup. We're going to close this window because it's unnecessary for us to view the screen, and it automatically now sets our time frame as well as our amplitude for voltage, and we're going to turn off our capabilities for our ignition because we're only going to look at the pressure part of it, and once I now activate that, it'll begin its recording. Let's turn our trigger off so that we can get a straight up line of recording, and it'll be live. When I'm ready and my sample has been recorded, then I'll simply pause, and then I'll have captured screens.
Next, Louis demonstrates a bad cranking waveform test on the problem vehicle using the PicoScope to confirm the ODB code. In this case, a PO300 random multiple cylinder misfire detected code as an accurate representation of what is wrong with this vehicle. But, as you will see by the waveform produced, we have a loss of pressure that repeats itself. This indicates we have a mechanical problem with the engine and not a misfire, as the PO300 code suggested.
Let's take a look at a bad waveform sampled by the scope. Go ahead and crank. As you can see, with this particular vehicle, our bad waveform points out the loss of pressure within the cylinder. That indicates that we have a mechanical problem.
In this next demonstration, Louis will perform a cranking vacuum waveform test to show you what a repaired vehicle's good waveform should look like using the PicoScope.
What we're looking for is a consistency. So we're looking for an accuracy of consistency across this. As you can see, with our sample complete, we now have a repaired vehicle, and all our cylinders' pressures are equal. Now that we've completed our diagnosis on the vehicle, you can see how a simple misfire code, just indicated through a scan tool, we don't know if it's mechanical, if it's fuel delivery, or it's ignition. We don't know the exact component until we start using a pressure sensor tool. With this tool today, our diagnosis became more accurate, and we hope that you enjoyed it with the PicoScope. Thank you again.
If you have questions for Mr. Nelson, he can be reached by using the information shown here. If you have questions regarding the PicoScope, please contact Pico by using the information on your screen. For more information about SenX technology and the FirstLook sensor, including how to obtain sensor kits and manuals for performing diagnostics on either spark plug or diesel engines, please visit our website.